What's up everyone, my name is Roman and welcome to Majestic Gratitude. Today we're going to be dissecting Avatar The Last Airbender. Welcome back everyone. Today I wanted to make a video of something different than what I've done in the past. And that is taking concepts of movies and shows that I've watched that I found either very inspirational, either they have provided great life lessons and wisdoms, basically letting you guys know what I thought from it, what was something that I've gained from it, and hopefully it could add value to you guys. So for today's video, I want to go over Avatar The Last Airbender. Now each character has their own uniqueness and has their own relatability. Each person I felt like I was able to relate to, from the main characters like Aang, Sokka, even Katara, and even Zuko. And I cannot forget Uncle Iroh. He is so wise. I love this man so much. If you guys do want to have different individual videos on, like, let's say Aang or like Zuko or Uncle Iroh or something along those lines, just feel free to leave a comment down below and then we can look into doing something like that. Now before we get into this video, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for future videos. I upload every Sunday. With that being said, let's go straight into the video.
Water, earth, fire, air.
So the first lesson is don't let fear dictate your life. So within one of the first episodes, Aang and Katara find a Fire Nation basically army ship. And it's been stuck there apparently for a couple decades or for a while now. And they were always advised, the Water Tribe, they were always advised to not touch it, right? They don't know if the Fire Nation put any traps in it or if it is, triggered in there to notify another nation. So just to not even play around with it. And then Aang says something along the lines of, Katara, if you want to be a bender, you have to let go of fear. And I found that was so powerful because oftentimes we allow fear to restrict us from being able to acquire something more, whether it can be knowledge, whether it can be supplies, whether it can be, and keep in mind this is more of an analogy, right? But it can be applied in a lot of different ways. Like for example, when you're starting a business, oftentimes you do get very fearful of what's to come. You don't know if it's going to be something that you should even do. Some people, they have that fear and it cripples them, so they can't even proceed forward with any of that, right? Yes, fear is a great aspect to help protect ourselves, but it can't be our determining factor for how we live our life. We have to be willing to take a little bit of risk. We have to be willing to actually live life for us to be able to really find out what is out there in the world. The next thing that I want to bring up is it's okay to not be okay. Now you'll notice as Aang is going through his journey and he is finding out about all these different things that the Fire Nation has done to all these different villages in the world, has caused chaos and all this horrible stuff. He starts to feel guilty because of the fact that he was gone for so long, right? That he felt like he could have stopped it. When Aang first discovers that Makiatsu was killed by firebenders, he goes into a state of rage, a state of just pain. When you're in that state of anger and pain, it can be so easy to do the wrong things, or it can be so easy to do questionable things. And this resonates very much with myself because when I was younger, I used to be a very hurt kid. I used to be very much in pain. I used to feel very lonely. I used to feel betrayed. I used to feel a lot of different things. And because of that, all I wanted to do was make others feel that exact same way. I wanted to almost share in that. And that sounds very dark, but it's something that I've learned that you also have to accept your darkness and also accept your light, right? Be okay with the things that they aren't necessarily the best things about yourself, but also strive to improve on them. Okay, so that's another thing, is being okay with both your weaknesses and your strengths. And my biggest tip for anybody that is very similar to myself, where they just felt in a lot of pain and maybe you're still in this situation where you just want to create that pain for others, I would definitely say that the pain that you share to others is the pain that you share to yourself. So, and that also goes with love as well. The love you share with others is the love we share with yourself. So just keep in mind that we are a reflection of one another, and in itself, if you want to start healing, if you want to start to feel better about yourself, if you want to start building that self-image, start to treat other people better, start to love on other people, and also learn how to love yourself. Now, another great concept that I wanted to bring up is the swamp scene. There's a scene where Aang and the group gets thrown into a swamp because of the extreme weather conditions, and they get separated. Now, with this, they speak to this wise swamp man, and he mentions the idea of oneness, right? And it's so key because this is actually a universal law, the law of oneness, and it is where everything is connected together, everything is one.
Right here under the banyan grove tree. I heard it calling me, just like you did. See, this whole swamp is actually just one tree spread out over miles. Branches spread and sink and take root and then spread some more. One big living organism, just like the entire world.
I get how the tree is one big thing, but the whole world?
Sure. You think you're any different from me or your friends or this tree? If you listen hard enough, you can hear every living thing breathing together. You can feel everything growing. We're all living together, even if most folks don't act like it. We all have the same roots, and we are all branches of the same tree.
The next thing is, don't let other people bring you down. Now, this just struck me as very evident when there was a scene that a fisherman had basically talked crap to Aang because of the fact that he had disappeared, and he had basically blamed him for everything that was going on. And Aang took it very personal, and he was very hurt. And again, Katara comes in with the save, helps make sure to be there for him and really show him that love and help him out through that. And this is something that I am personally also working on as well, is to learn how to not let other people think or say or believe or whatever it is affects who you are internally. Not only that, but affect who you feel you should be. Don't act like something you're not because you feel like it's going to be the most accepted thing. And I know that this is easier said than done, but it's definitely something that I will try to be more conscious of moving forward. I know that I personally definitely am, because I want to be the most truest and authentic side to myself. Another great scene that I loved within the show was where Aang was being taught by a guru how to open up his 7 chakras. And what I loved about it is how they go into detail of what each root is about and what can constrain it from being open.
In order to master the Avatar state, you must open all the chakras. And tell me everything you know about chakras.
What are chakras?
Oh, I see. I guess we'll start with the basics. The water flows through this creek much like the energy flows through your body. As you see, there are several pools where the water swirls around before flowing on. These pools are like our chakras.
So chakras are pools of spiraling energy in our bodies?
Exactly. If nothing else were around, this creek would flow pure and clear. However, life is messy and things tend to fall in the creek. And then what happens?
The creek can't flow?
Yes, but if we open the paths between the pools,
the energy flows.
Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like down below, make sure to subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos. I do upload every Sunday. With that being said, stay grateful. Catch you guys later.